it straight out of there.
It's already going. Alright, we're recording.
Yeah, I meant what I said.
Do you have my root beer? There it is. Alright. We're gonna play Batman Arkham Asylum. Because I've never played it before. Apparently Dale has beaten it on every difficulty because he's just that.
I've played it a few dozen times. Only a few dozen times.
I played Arkham City and haven't beat Arkham Knight. I'm gonna beat Arkham Knight.
You haven't beaten that? I thought you beat that.
I know how it ends. I've watched the cutscenes and everything. But
Oh, you cheater.
I know. Well, there was a time in my life where I kind of stopped playing video games, and I still kept up with video games because I was in college. I had homework, man.
And then he dropped out.
Yeah. Thanks for mentioning that part.
No,
I don't care. I did drop out. I didn't like college.
He failed.
I like where we work now. So who's playing? Me?
Let's start off with you, since the first
Oh yeah, you wear the headphones. I don't want the headphones.
If you want me to wear them that badly.
I so badly want you to wear them, Dale.
He wants me to look ridiculous.
Oh, and by
there's
the
no
way,
camera.
for context's sake, my name is Blake.
I'm Dale.
And Dale is having me play his favorite game. Is this your favorite game?
It's one of my favorite games.
Okay. Hey, for a favorite game, it's not a bad game. Pretty good.
It has an excellent story.
I mean, this is what put a lot of superhero games... I think Spider-Man and Batman games are the best superhero games. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think anyone plays Superman games.
Oh, no. I think the last legitimate Superman game that came out was Superman 64.
No, they've had, like, Superman Returns. It was a game. They've made some other Superman games. But,
Are you talking about, like, for DS or something?
No. They've got some consoles. Yeah, you've never heard of them, have you?
No.
Because they suck.
But I know this in 64, that Superman game sucks.
But back in 2009, this was a big deal. Arkham Asylum was the first good Batman game. To most people.
It was the first good superhero game, really, to be honest.
And, yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
And it was...
Yeah, it changed up how people perceived superhero games.
And
I know you had your Spider-Man games, but they weren't the same.
Yeah, there were good superhero games before then, but this was the first, like, legitimate great superhero game.
Right. This was like winning awards and stuff.
Yeah, that actually helped to put superheroes on the map.
Right. Because I remember it was a big deal.
Yeah.
But I didn't start playing these games till Arkham City.
Oh shoot, we not starting over? Are we starting from where we last played off?
You want to start over?
I thought you wanted this. I thought...
Alright, we could start over.
We can start from here.
This suit is pretty iconic. I think this might be one of Batman's best suits.
Well, one thing you gotta remember is that there's snipers right now in this part of the game, and you were dying every time.
Oh yeah.
Last time.
Let's see if I don't die this time.
Let's see if you can get it this time. But yeah, this is my...
Run!
I would say this is my favorite bat suit. I don't think there's one that rivals
I'm
this
not
one.
stealthy, as you can tell. Oh, see, I'm not stealthy at all.
You're already dying. You gotta... You can...
Crouch? I do a crouch.
Yeah. You hold R2. That's how you crouch.
Hold R2? What?
Yes.
Gosh.
That's R2, right? Yeah. Don't you know your button layout?
I've been playing Xbox with Jordan for a while. I'm not an Xbox person.
That's still RT, R2, RT. Even sounds similar.
But I am not going to be stealthy right now. So bear with me, people. I suck at these games. Right. I'm just going to go bam, bam.
Completely missed his head there, but it still worked out fine with that kick.
What is that?
It's a tape.
Take patient interview 20.
I still want to figure out who does the artwork for those little character drawings. I want to figure out who.
It's an interesting. It's an interesting art style. I don't know of any comic that has that art style that this game has in the menu.
Yeah, I like them. So every time we get one of these, you want to just listen to it, the whole thing?
Sure, why not? He's talking about right now
Reading
how she's trying to get his backstory out of him, and each time she asks him, he gives her a different backstory.
So he's a liar.
He is a liar. He prefers his backstory to be multiple choice. ASMR.
Oh, we ain't got the right settings. We were fooling with audio settings forever. For like 2 hours.
Way too long. Embarrassingly long. We shouldn't talk about that.
You told me that was embarrassing.
No, I meant like... That was the wrong
I know
choice
what
of
you
words, because I don't even know what any of it was that we necessarily messed with.
I know what you mean.
And somehow ended up being me solving the problem. At least the last problem we had, which was the audio.
Internal audio.
Yeah, the game audio.
You did help. You did help me figure that out.
It was just turned out the simplest solution was the best solution.
Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing. I am not Batman. I'm not fit to be Batman. Where's the snipers anyway? Do I need detective vision?
Yeah, that's L1. Or is that R1?
L1.
That's what I thought. Oh,
There
they're
they
pointed
are.
right at you.
Isn't the bush gonna cover me?
No, that's not how this game works. The bush doesn't conceal you.
I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid tactics.
Did he just shoot you through the wall?
No, I stepped out. I stepped out of line. I'm out of line, man.
You.
Oh, damn. I was gonna go up those stairs.
Do I need to take care of these people so we can move the game along?
No.
Man, we were really looking up at her, weren't we?
Dude, this is the first game that they made Harley Quinn, like, not a jester. They made her like a punk rocker.
Gave her a lot of cleavage.
Was this... I can't remember. Was Harley Quinn like a punk, you know, like Avril Lavigne type, you know, design, like her design? Did
Oh no,
have
she
that?
was always dressed as, you know, what you said, the jester.
Yeah, she was always a jester, and, you know, Mr. J. She's
Yeah.
always his...
Oh, they're already shooting at you.
Great.
I guess since you can't hear it, you can't hear the gunshots. Oh no, you're already gonna die. Oh,
Yo, Bruce Wayne, what the fuck? You're making me look bad.
He's handing the controller over to me.
Please, Dad.
You want me to hand it back to you after I take out the sniper?
Sure. But you know what? As we play this, I'll get better. We're not trying to be, you know, this playthrough is not trying to challenge. We're not trying to challenge our gamer skills.
What difficulty were we
We're just
playing
playing.
on?
Oh, it's normal. Just normal.
Oh, it's normal?
Yeah. I'm just not stealthy, man. See, I don't cheat like you, Dale. Using detective vision.
Okay, I won't.
Oh, okay. Challenge accepted. But yes, I know you're supposed to. In these games, you're incentivized to use detective vision. Oh, you want me to
Oh wait, oops.
You want to hear something controversial? A controversial opinion of mine?
Yes, I
So-
love controversial opinions.
So we talked a little bit about. I just mentioned to you.
I'm not gonna play this tape. I'm just gonna pick it up once more.
Okay. Yeah, we already listened.
Oh
to
wait, I forgot. It plays during end game. You can keep playing it. It plays.
Oh, okay. That's actually cool.
But anyways, it's your opinion.
Oh, his capes are on the edges of this cape. On the right side, it's ripped up. So yeah, the YouTuber I told you about that I recently discovered.
Yes. The
I
clown.
kind of find him to be a little cringe, just a little bit cringe. I mean, he's fine,
A little
At
cringe
times,
is
he sometimes like makes jokes like,
Hello again, boys.
I don't know, I can't think of an example right now. Like he doesn't see that.
good. No, they have terrible peripheral vision.
I guess if you're looking way out and it's raining and thundering, you're not gonna hear somebody's hands shifting on a ledge.
And then, oh look, they're both hanging together.
Wow. And he just gave up. The blood rushed to his head and he gave up.
Let me cut them both down.
But yeah. I like his challenge videos, but in a lot of his videos, you know what he does? He's like, let me get this dumb challenge over with. You guys asked for it, and it's he just complains, which is part of his shtick. He's like, what's the word?
Oh, look at him.
He's real acting like it's a burden to do these challenges that his fans are asking him to do, like a no damage run or don't use detective mode.
But if he actually didn't want to do it, he wouldn't be doing it.
But other things, right, you don't have to do those videos.
Oh,
but that's not the only thing. Sure, I'm being a little nitpicking Nancy right now, but I've watched these other videos that are not challenges. That are like analyzing characters and stuff and stories. And there's also like, maybe I'm just a cynical old person. I don't like it when people try to be too funny, man. It's not funny. You know, you got it or you don't got it.
You gotta be sincere in your work.
Right. You know when people are trying to be like cracking jokes when they're just not a funny guy. It's like that. I think that's what he's trying to be one of those like nostalgia critic. Anyway, I'll get off that topic. I don't care about him. I just found
This
his
is not
channel.
what this is about.
I found his channel recently because I was like looking up Arkham stuff, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum,
Oh, what?
and Arkham City videos. Seeing what was out there. I just wanted to see what kind of Batman content was out there, and I was like, oh, so people actually do really watch. Like, there's a niche out there.
Oh yeah, people still
video-
watch it.
Yeah, Batman video game content. Yeah, I thought anything that was Batman relevant was like mods, like Arkham Knight mods, or stuff from like 7-8 years ago.
Oh yeah, but no, there's still people who make theories on these games. Like there's one theory I saw about Batman Arkham Knight about apparently there's a side mission that they supposedly didn't finish in time for the game, so it never made in.
Oh.
And because you can find clues around the map apparently to this supposed side mission, and there's a video all about that. I don't even remember what it's all about, but it's like
It didn't even become DLC.
it didn't become DLC either. It just eventually, you know, you can just find these clues around the map and you can connect them together. And it supposedly it was a removed side mission from the game.
I like that kind of little, what's the word?
I returned
Oh.
to my work, but I could
Uncut
not shake
content.
the pictures from my mind.
Or cut content.
Yeah, not uncut content.
Uncut.
But I was
Yeah,
more
we're not
than
Europeans,
ever
we're cut.
find an explanation
Oh,
We're not uncut.
yeah, those
See,
dirty people.
when people try to be funny like me,
Those-
they don't got it. I don't got it.
Those dirty people, though,
You end up being cringe like me.
they
Don't be cringe like me. Don't be cringe like Blake. But we're just goofing around. The point of this whole recording, just for context's sake, is I just want to play through this game with you, my buddy, and you get to see me experience it for the first time. And we're not doing this for views. This is like an archive
Yeah.
purpose. We're doing this so that when we're old and decrepit, and out of touch, we can look back and go, oh, that's how my brain worked.
This is what the times were back then.
Back, we think 2024 sucks, but oh my god.
Oh, it's 2025. Stop referring to the previous year.
It's January.
It's
2025. But yeah, we're gonna think, wow. Those were not bad times, actually.
No, there's actually. Well, I believe these next few years probably fix to be even better times.
You know who's in office
yeah,
now.
we're about to be in office in a few days.
I ain't gotta say who. You know who's in office now.
We're right here in the game.
Yeah.
It's just simply giving you like 10 guys to fight to really test your abilities.
Okay.
And we're gonna see how rusty I am. Oh.
Now, also another thing about the Arkham games is this had like the best superhero combat. Like, you know what I mean? Spider-Man games, yeah, they were okay.
Yeah.
But they didn't have combat like this. Spider-Man would just punch and kick. He didn't counter, you know what I mean? He didn't have cool looking moves like this.
No, he just flies through the air everywhere.
This game really impressed people at the time that it came out. Oh, you just knee him.
And then right in the balls.
Dang, Batman. No,
That's how you knock people out.
I think Batman's just a
Oh
master.
my, look at how this guy landed.
He's taking a nap.
He's just doing a little paperwork.
Imagine
and
if some of the I would if I animated a little funny Batman animation, I would show like, oh, and he's breathing still.
Yeah.
I would have an animation.
Like, Batman don't kill people, Blake.
He don't kill people.
He'll bust your balls open, but he won't kill you.
Yeah, I have a theory that like Batman's just like a masochist. He loves, or no, a sadist. He likes, masochist likes receiving pain. Sadist like watching other people in pain or inflicting pain. Batman's a sadist. That's why he has a no gun rule, no kill rule. He doesn't want it easy. He wants to just beat the shit out of people. He's lying when he says, I would never kill anyone. You know?
Oh, you think he's lying in that?
No, I'm joking. Obviously, he has a good morality, good sense of justice, but he doesn't believe that, killing them would give them a quick escape. He wants them to be punished.
Yes.
To live with to live out their life in prison,
Yeah, in prison. There's some versions of Batman where he truly does
or get psychiatric help or whatever.
Yeah, there's some versions of Batman where he really truly believes. I thought there was something in here where he truly believes that that anyone can be, what's the word? Rehabilitated. And
which
that's definitely not the case with
yeah.
a lot of his villains, but
that might be Batman's one flaw, which
Yeah.
it all depends on who's writing him. Because there are some comic storylines where Batman is an absolutist and he doesn't believe, no, these criminals are far gone. Too far gone. Like, have you ever read No Man's Land? I was talking about No Man's Land.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and that one, the whole city's imagine Arkham City. Arkham City. How the whole city gets taken over.
Yeah.
That's a comic book storyline where the whole entire city just becomes overridden with crime. All the people escape Arkham, and the U.S. government just says we can't help Gotham. Gotham's too far gone. It's L.A. times 12. And so the whole comic book is about Batman and the Bat family and Commissioner Gordon and other members of the Gotham City Police banding together to make the city better without the government's help, without the army.
Yeah.
And like regular civilians start helping too. They wear a Batman symbol on their chest, like a patch.
It just really sounds very similar to Dark Knight Returns, like with the Sons of Batman and how
Yeah.
the government won't do anything to help Gotham, but then once Batman steps
It's
in,
basically
they're
that.
like, okay, we gotta stop Batman. we gotta send Superman to take this guy down.
It's kind of that concept without that part, without the Superman part. Because yeah, they do villainize Batman in No Man's Land. But in that one, he does not believe that these criminals could be rehabilitated. He's like, no, we gotta throw him in jail and no mercy. I don't care if you were just a petty crook, you're going to jail. Or,
Yeah.
you know.
Right here, we were showing earlier, that collar is making noises, and basically, whenever you take them down now, they'll make noises and it'll alert the other
Okay.
thugs.
Why do people think that word thugs? Like some people used to think like, oh, you calling somebody a thug, that's bad. Sometimes, you know, that's what they are. I mean, if you're assaulting people and you're robbing people, I would call them a criminal or a thug.
Yeah.
Or like a mafia guy that's extorting a small business. That's a thug.
May want to have a look on the walkways. I think someone left you a gift.
If I remember right, he should just run straight up here. Or I remember wrong, I guess.
His condition is nervous. He's got a nervous condition.
Well, I may have killed myself.
Dang.
Well, that's my
We'll edit that out. We'll make Dale look better. We'll edit that out. Retry mission. When did that happen? That didn't happen.
Huh? What? No. We just walked through this room. Didn't you see that loading screen?
Anyway, what was I talking about?
You're talking about thugs. And that how
So yeah, that some
people don't like that word.
Some people think like, don't use that word. That's rude. No, if you're doing criminal activities and you're extorting people and you're assaulting people, that's like an appropriate word to describe.
This is what I was thinking of. If you do a ledge takedown that guy, they all freak out. And then he runs up the stairs like that.
Oh, got you. Yeah. This was a pretty cool game when it first came out, and it still holds up. A lot of people growing up, like Dale, did you know some kids today think this looks like an old game?
Wait, do what?
Some kids nowadays think this looks like an old game.
Don't say that.
I know, I don't think it's old. But
No,
dang, dude,
we
2009? How long ago was that?
I guess it was.
It's like 14 years ago. Is it?
Yeah.
How long ago was 2009? Was that 14?
Oh, he's looking on his phone. He can't do the math in his head.
Shut up!
It's too complicated.
I want to be certain, alright? It's 16, man. It's 16 years.
No, that's even worse.
There's a 16-year-old born when this game came out.
Oh,
Dale?
that's right. My sister was born in 2009. She is turning that this year.
Someone can drive now.
Oh man!
A person that was a baby when this came out can drive.
A person who didn't exist.
Yeah, a person that didn't exist, that was just in the womb. A fetus. When they were a fetus when this game came out, now they're able to drive a 3,000-pound vehicle of death. Yeah, deal. Just accept it.
Man. Are we old people now?
No. I'm
I mean, because this
older
is
than you. You're young, dude.
this is what our parents talked about when they were.
Look, I'm just being a little bit existential. I think about time and the way my brain works. I'm always thinking about the future and the past, but never the present moment, which is a big flaw. I gotta constantly remind myself, like, alright, get out of your own head. Just think about today. Think about current priorities, you know.
No, I may not have played that as perfectly as I could have.
Oh, it's alright. We're not trying to make everything look like a cutscene.
We're trying to do a perfect run through. No hit challenge.
No, we're not trying to be
Let's see who these
pros.
people are out of detective mode.
Honestly, if I could, like, in real life, just switch on, detect, like, you know, X-ray vision, I would use that when I'm talking to people I don't like, so I didn't have to look at their face.
I need to find her notes before Joker gets
I could be
You're
nice.
just talking
I could
to
be
a
nice.
skull.
Yeah, I
in
could
front
be
of
way nicer to them if I didn't have to see their ugly mug.
makes them important.
That sounds terrible. It would distract you from, you know what I mean? Like, I'd still be interacting with them, but I wouldn't.
Thanks for the help back there.
What did these guys? Oh yeah, I saved them earlier. They're just coming in now.
Alright, let's focus back on the game.
Focusing back. No, there's a door back here you're supposed to go through. This is the next section of the game.
And we're in, what building are we in? Is this a cathedral, or
Right
is this a
now.
hospital?
The Arkham Mansion.
Whose mansion?
Arkham's.
Okay. Is it a public mansion? Yeah, who owns
This
it?
this was the first game where it expanded on what Arkham meant, where it was Amadeus. It just said up there on the riddle. Amadeus Arkham was the original.
So this is like an asylum for people with mental illness.
Yeah,
Okay. Like the comic book.
yeah, like the comic book. But it expanded. This game expanded on the lore of like where did Arkham Asylum come from? Like what's the history on it?
Gotcha.
And they added in all that stuff of a guy named Amadeus Arkham in the 1800s built the asylum and stuff like that.
Okay. Didn't actually really know that.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of that, but I didn't know the full context.
and I believe this is Did Amadeus go mad or was he just dizzy?
I think he went mad. He's like a Andrew Carnegie type guy. Sorry, not Andrew Carnegie. What's his name? Hugh Hefner.
Who's
No,
Andrew Carnegie?
sorry, Hugh Hefner. What am I talking about? This is the Playboy guy. Jesus
Who
Christ.
are you talking about?
The inspiration for Tony Stark.
Really? There was an inspiration for Tony Stark? Are you sure it wasn't just a knockoff?
He was a real guy.
a knockoff Batman?
Gosh, I'm so bad with names. I know exactly what I'm thinking of. Oh, Howard Hughes. You ever heard of Howard Hughes?
Oh,
He
that
was
name
like-
sounds familiar.
He was like a pilot. He was a engineer, a aerospace engineer. He went mad in his early days. He was like the inspiration for Tony Stark. He would invent all kinds of stuff. He was like a playboy.
He even looks like Tony Stark with the same mustache and everything.
Oh yeah, he's the inspiration for him. But in his old age, dude, he went mad. Like he actually became a crazy guy, and he was a millionaire. Back when being a millionaire was like being a billionaire.
Yeah.
But he would travel the world. He built all kinds of inventive airplanes and aerospace technology and whatever. He was a playboy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was real life Tony Stark. That's who. Yeah, Howard Hughes, not Hugh Hefner. What am I fucking talking about? Yeah, he was like the real life Tony Stark. Back in the 30s.
I can't believe how closely he actually looks to Tony Stark. Like, jump out that doorway.
I'm surprised you think that, because I actually think he looks a little. Not too much, but
It depends on what version of Tony Stark you're looking at.
that was in the 30s, a little bit before World War II. So he kind of helped
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that
he
office.
kind of helped
Looks like they couldn't get through the main door.
improve upon the
To find a
airplane.
different way.
Like big commercial planes that can hold 20, 30 people or more. He helped invent that kind of plane. Because before it was just like 2-passenger plane or 4-passenger plane.
And it just had like a propeller in the front and stuff.
Yeah, like a crop duster. And then his like engineering helped invent the big jumbo planes, commercial planes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then we used those in World War II to transfer tons of parachuting troopers
And bombs.
and bombs. Raja Ghul,
Yeah.
your toe!
This is his dead body right here.
Oh my god!
I don't know why it's here. I don't think anybody ever figured out why it's here exactly, but it's
What?
here as an Easter egg.
That's crazy. Batman's just like, oh my god, my master isn't dead.
It'll be a cold day in hell when Ghoul rises again.
You know what? If you think about it, his name is Mr. Ghoul.
Yeah.
Raja Ghul. You could call him, hey, Mr. Ghoul.
Except I don't
You're a ghoul.
agree with that way of calling it. I've always referred to him as Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, but you'd still have to say Ghoul.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, everyone has their own way of pronouncing his name.
Yeah.
Whether you watched
It's interesting that they never really specified how you pronounce how Dennis O'Neil, he created Ra's al Ghul, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's interesting how he never specified how you're supposed to pronounce it. As to my knowledge.
I think the animated series
No
ruined
sign
it.
of force.
Everybody, because they say Rage.
Yeah.
Raja Ghul. And I think they just made a mistake.
They even say that in the Batman Beyond, where he's talking to Barbara Gordon as the new
Oh, yeah.
commissioner, and Terry pronounces it as Ra's al Ghul,
And she corrects him.
She corrects him. She's like, everyone thinks it's pronounced Ra's al Ghul, but it's actually pronounced Ra's al Ghul.
That was a fourth wall moment. The creators were breaking the fourth wall.
Oh yeah, here's another riddle.
Is that Black Mask? Or I mean Black. What's his name?
It's Black Mask. Oh come on, it's not obscured. You can obviously see it right there.
His head's huge.
I know.
That's way too big for.
I do not know why his mask is so huge. Look how big that head is compared to his head.
Yeah, it should be a little smaller. But
I do not know why.
You can forgive little mistakes like that. It's just
Yeah. Now we're...
they had to make that model separately from other. You know, I turn into a weird little nerd and analyze games when I'm playing them, and I think of like all the assets, like that desk, those pile of papers. There's people that worked for Rocksteady, the company, the game studio. I'm just thinking about like in the office what each individual like employee was working on was little things like that, like the pile of paper. They were sitting at their desk animating asset. You know what an asset is?
Yeah.
A 3D model,
Yeah.
or like those cobwebs. They
Yeah,
had
because
to
this
do
was
all
2009. They couldn't, as far as to my knowledge, they couldn't just...
that. Yeah, they didn't have tools like Unity.
They didn't just get it, off of somewhere.
Right, there was no marketplace. Like Unity has like a marketplace now that you can just buy assets.
No, they had to make it themselves.
Right. A lot of games, used to be like that. You would make things from scratch. That's why games look so.
Oh no.
This is nostalgia talking, but I think games are better. Pre-2011. Once games started getting once we hit Unreal Engine
4-ish?
whatever PS4 ran on, whatever most PS4 games were.
This game was actually originally made on the Unreal Engine 3, and what we're playing on right now is the remastered version, which was remastered on Unreal Engine 4.
Okay,
But
yeah,
now-
that's why it looks really good.
Yeah, now Unreal Engine 4 isn't even
So it
the
would
current one. It's Unreal Engine 5.
Right.
Patient interview 1. Patient is referred to.
Does Scarecrow ever have a scythe?
He appears to have suffered a breakdown of sorts.
That would be cool. He would be more intimidating.
He'd be very intimidating. Wait, did he have a scythe in the animated cartoon in the 90s? No?
I think he had a sickle.
Shows little mental activity.
Is that not?
It's as if the
He had a
shock
sickle. or
Is that
something.
not basically the same thing?
There's someone in here!
A scythe is way bigger than what he's got right there. Sickle
Yeah,
is one-handed.
okay, well.
It's like, the Russian symbol, the communist
Oh
Russian symbol.
yeah, that
the
is
hammer,
that's
hammer.
a scythe. That's right. That's right.
No, that's sickle. Hammer and sickle.
Hammer and scythe.
Someone get a medic! God, what's he done to him?
I guess. I thought it was a sickle. So
No, it is a sickle. I'm just.
they just. Oh, okay. You're just messing.
He has to make sure that's not a scythe.
Quit messing with me. I'm gullible.
Let's sit down for a moment. Read a few verses from the Bible, the Arkham Bible.
Jeez.
It really does look like a Bible, just with the Arkham symbol at the top.
Bounded leather book.
Oh yeah, right now we're supposed to be having our detective mode on and following fingerprints, but I already know exactly where to go.
Okay, good.
Where's... right there.
What's Joker's obsession with teeth?
Yeah, it is back here.
You know, it'd be crazy if Joker was like obsessed with like bugs and stuff. I'm glad he's not. You know,
That sounds like a Jared Leto Joker thing.
A psychopathic Joker that's like more psychopathic than he already is. I feel like he'd be playing with bugs.
Yeah, he totally would be.
He'd be like handling spiders in his hand. Whatever, I don't know. What's your thought on Joker? Are you like a big fan of Joker, or like? So here, let me start that over. A lot of people really, really like Joker. Like they'll dress him up as him, which is not bad. I'm not bashing people who dress up as Joker, but some people like him a little too much. They're like, yeah, down with the system. Society is a bad thing, whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say, how much do you, what are your opinions on Joker?
I really like him. I do wish that other villains would get more spotlight, but I think most things that Joker is in, he is done really, really well.
I think so too, but I mean like people's fanaticism with him. Him as a character, yes, he's the perfect antithesis to Batman.
Yes.
But I'm talking about like the people, the fans of Batman. I mean of Joker. Are you one of those guys that's just like, oh yeah, the Joker is cool?
Oh, you mean like him without Batman even?
Yeah.
Like, could he carry his own story?
Like, do you?
I guess occasionally, in the sense of like the Joker movie, which is an occasional.
I didn't much care for it. I thought it was okay.
But I think other than
Joaquin Phoenix was good in it.
yeah, I think other than the occasional Joker story like that, he shouldn't have his own book. I don't think for the most part, I don't think he can hold himself up just by himself.
Right, he's not that interesting. He's only interesting because of Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
And that's one of the things is that he knows he's only interesting.
Batman's the only thing that entertains him.
Yeah, and he knows it's Batman that is the reason for his existence.
Joker is a big troll, and he just wants to pick on Batman as much as he can.
And that
thwart his plans.
It's one of the things that I'm not a huge fan of is the injustice stuff, because he just randomly decides that, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go mess with Superman.
Yeah.
Like, which I guess is fine, but when he's just suddenly, oh yeah, I'm gonna go blow up Metropolis.
Yeah, when he becomes an anarchist, that's what I'm getting at. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm actually not a big fan of the injustice stuff. It's okay, but I think it's overrated.
Right. It's overstayed its welcome. I feel like the comics stayed around after the games had already been done. The games stayed around. I mean, the comics stayed around for like years after the games were already released.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not that interesting. Sure, Superman becoming a villain is interesting, but it's not that great. And Joker, yeah, killing Lois Lane out of nowhere was just like, yeah, why are you? Yeah, I don't like anarchy. Like,
he hates the Batman villain anarchy.
Yeah, Joker is not really an anarchist like everyone thinks. Like, he's not this revolutionary, down with the big corporations kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Which, I mean, to be frank, it does work occasionally.
Okay.
In like The Dark Knight, where he directly says like,
Oh, he just wants to watch the world burn.
yeah. In that version of Joker, that's what he wants.
Right. And I don't think that's really... Yeah, that's not Joker...
What?
Or that's not the best version of Joker.
No.
See, like, it works for that movie, for Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. But that's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing. That's when Joker became, like, this character that everyone gravitated to because he was like a anti-establishment guy. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Joker was never... Before that, think about the animated series. Joker was not an anti-establishment guy. He was scared of the IRS.
That's right.
He was not like, I'm going to destroy the world. I'm going to make Gotham City crumble. No, he was just like, I just want to see people squirm and mess with them. And I want to have fun doing it. And just, you know, he was not really about like, not really.
Yeah.
He just wanted to mess with Batman.
We can keep talking about Joker, but a little funny thing that I like right here is that you're supposed to go through there, walk downstairs, see them, and then he turns on an electric door so that way you can't get to them. He's like, oh, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to save them. And then you're supposed to go up and you're supposed to cut down a chandelier that's way up there, and it'll fall down, break through the glass, and you save them before 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you actually just go ahead and start heading upwards before heading downwards, Joker will actually say, reading the last page first? How rude.
See, that's why Arkham Asylum Arkham Asylum Joker works, because
Oh wait, you're not supposed to go
He's
through
just
this. You're
having
supposed
fun.
to simply go up.
he's just having fun. His point is not really to down with the establishment. He's down with anything Batman's doing. Isn't this whole game just about him like messing with Batman?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Shame on you. But yeah. I mean, and obviously he has like a secondary motive is in that, like, he wants to create the Titan formula. He wants to perfect it so that way he can have an army of mutant giant people to go take over Gotham City.
Yeah.
But like that's his secondary motive. That
Right.
his first priority is to mess with Batman.
Right. I see. Yeah, you did. You took out the bad guys first. I like that about this game. You can do things out of order.
Yeah.
Even though
And the game will call you out for doing that.
which is okay. I like that.
Yeah.
That. Why are you destroying property damage? Destroying property damage. That's not how you say it.
You, Batman.
Why are you damaging property, Batman? He's breaking glass.
Goodness, he's costing this asylum tens of thousands.
No, I just find it funny. In a lot of comic books, I always think about that. If I ever make a comic book, I'll address that. You know, superheroes just.
Young was gone.
Dude, you can put it on.
Oh, that's stuff that
You
they.
can put it up
Sounded
there.
like they were being told to meet in the
The
woods.
drink. I'll put the drink up on the.
I mean,
computer.
I don't want it to be by your computer.
Dude, it's just the keyboard.
Where did you hide them?
It's not gonna spill. I promise.
Do you want me to put it up there? Will that
Yeah.
make you feel better?
I'm more scared you're gonna knock it down on the
Okay.
floor. You're gonna
Okay.
hit it with your foot.
Okay.
Sorry, you're gonna hit it with your foot. No one's gonna bump into that.
He
desk.
can see the future. He knows I will hit it with my
That
foot.
desk is pretty sturdy. It's heavy. You're not gonna knock it over.
And see, this is the book you're supposed to pull out. You're not supposed to know that until you turn on detective mode.
Dale is a cheater.
And then, see him right there already.
This is like Groundhog Day for Dale. He's already done all this, seen all it.
Oracle, I found Dr. Young's formula.
Great. So does that mean you've stopped Joker?
Okay, so.
It's never this simple.
Hey, you don't have to burn it.
He had to burn it.
Why did you murder Batman? You could have put in his pocket.
The audience is gonna have to, if we don't even have an audience, but they're gonna have to hear my burping, my belching.
Oh, we'll put a sound effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should do that. I like every channel has their own unique censoring their, like if they say a bad word, like trying to think of a word.
Oh, Batman's coughing. There's steam coming through the vents.
Like if you say I didn't say that. Bleep that out. So yeah, if every channel has their own like little sound effect to, bleep out a cuss word, or or a bad slur. Well, I didn't say it.
No, he didn't say it.
Oh, this is cool. I like this little long hallway stretch.
Yeah, look how it's raining indoors. It's ruining the carpet and
I
stuff.
thought it was the sprinkler system.
Oh yeah, there's sprinklers.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce. Come on.
And the whole screen is being tilted.
Oh.
Look at it! Look at it draining from there.
Is it really supposed to be like the outside rain seeping in?
No, look, Crime Alley. This is the Scarecrow.
Oh, he's messing with your mind. Okay,
He's
I
missing.
see.
That's what the green steam was coming from the vent.
Oh, okay. I'm slow to
Can't we
this.
just wait for him here?
Come on, keep up.
And also, I can't hear the audio, so I'm reading.
Yeah,
Subtitles.
I'm wearing headphones. He's not.
I'll I'll buy another pair. We'll have it.
Even though he's the one experiencing the game, he wanted me to wear the headphones. Oh.
Why is Batman always... Okay, actually, this is going to sound really unsympathetic. Would that haunt you for the rest of your life, really? Would it, actually? Or am I just being unsympathetic?
I think to some degree you're being unsympathetic.
Like, I mean, Batman is super stoic. He's been trained. He's like a... Dude, I'm not even kidding. I've heard people with worse childhoods, and they get through it. And they don't ever think about it. Or not as much as Batman thinks about it. I'm being an unsympathetic asshole. I don't actually think... Listen, I don't think...
He's saying that other people who don't experience terrible childhoods, they're terrible people for not becoming superheroes and vigilantes in the night.
No, I'm just saying... I'm not saying Bruce Wayne's childhood and upbringing was not sad. It's super tragic. It's super sad. It's no one should go through that. But what I'm saying is, he's like what, 40?
Yeah, in this game he's supposed to be
like
about 40.
Young 40s. Like
Actually, if you want to be super canonical about it,
late 30s maybe.
if you want to be super canonical about it,
How?
he'll be like... This is supposed to be like 10 years after Arkham Origins, and he's supposed to be like 23 to 25 in Arkham Origins, so he's about like 33 to 35
In this?
in this.
Okay. Okay, so, but still, I've heard of people's stories, and they have really, oh my god, like how did you not put a bullet in your head, man? Stories.
Dang, that got dark.
In game and what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Look
Well,
I'm the games.
Look, let me redact my statement. I did not mean to
did
say.
you not murder yourself?
I did not mean to say Bruce Wayne's childhood was not sad. I'm just saying, a guy like Batman, you would think he usually does push it back. Push back his trauma. And and just deal with it. But he's been through so much. He's been through rigorous training with the League of Shadows. He's lived his whole life fighting crime. Pretty much his whole adult life fighting crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. Yeah, Batman. The writers make him think about it too much. They always use it as like a thing for Batman to like that shit. I'm just saying, if I wrote Batman, he would have other maybe what's the thing? Hang-ups and remorses and regrets. And
He has Jason Todd.
right. Things like that that are current. If you've ever read Batman Night Cries, there are some children that he did not save.
Oh.
Like, that's something that would be lingering on his mind more so than his own thing. You know what I mean? I feel like Batman's so... He's a selfless hero. So, wouldn't he be more thinking about others? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm really butchering this. I'm making myself to seem like an
No,
insensitive.
I'm just really good at putting words in people's mouths.
I'm being real insensitive. And why
No,
does-
no. I think the point you're just not thinking of at the moment is just that he's supposed to be a representation of, like, you know, don't let the bad things that's happened in your life.
Move on and
Like-
be strong, move forward. He's a stoic hero.
Like, don't let that stuff make you weak. Let that stuff make you stronger, I guess.
Right. But I find that the writers always use that as a thing.
Like, they use it too much.
Yeah, as a weakness for him.
I feel like
He's always thinking about it. Always. It's like, dude, I thought you moved on from... I thought you got done with the... Like, now you... Yeah. You know it wasn't your fault. You know it wasn't... Like, sometimes he's like, yeah, still thinking, oh, it's my fault.
Yeah, the only time when I think that the writers go too far into that is when he starts getting the mindset of, like, what I could have done to save my parents, even
Yeah.
though I was 8.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he's still thinking it's his fault. He's still thinking, what could I have done to
Yeah.
Now, I'll never let it happen again. Yeah, that's a good thing. Don't ever let it happen again to someone else. But I'm just talking about... Basically, let me make myself not sound like an insensitive asshole. Yeah, the writers just use that as a crutch all the time. It's just lazy writing. A lot of comic book writers, they can't think of anything new for Batman to be hung up on. To be like the inner turmoil. Think about it. The inner turmoil in Batman's mind. Yeah, stuff like Jason Todd. They would save Jason Todd, or let Jason Todd become too violent, too what's the word?
How it's I think what you're saying is that, like, how when he was 8 years old, like, there was no way he could have saved his parents, so he shouldn't beat himself up too much over that. But when Jason Todd died, that is someone he could have saved.
Yeah, and
but he didn't. And
That's
he was too
realistic
slow.
for him to beat himself up over that.
Yeah,
And still be hung up on.
because, and especially not just because it was some person, it was his partner, and it was also a child that he led into battle.
Right, his
on,
adoptive
on
son.
his quest for crime fighting.
Right. Yeah, that was all on him.
Yeah, and so that makes sense. Which
Right.
that almost makes Batman portrayed as like a bad person, which I don't want to do, but
Sometimes other characters point that out to him. I've watched some animated series stuff. I can't remember what it was. Might have been...
yeah, that's one of the things
They just make a quick remark and go, oh, that's irresponsible.
yeah, there's some versions of Batman where he'll go to, like, another dimension and he sees that there's Robins, and Batman himself is like, this is irresponsible.
I think that's
Why
what-
would I do that?
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Which, okay, Dale, I think, okay, you were right. I finished all the Crisis on Infinite Earth animated series.
The movies.
The
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
They're not that great. I just
No,
really like the
they're-
art style. The animation's good and the art style's good. And you're right, the Flash one, the very first one, the Flash was really bad.
With the World War II one?
No. That's what I'm getting confused with. The World War II one was good. There's
Are you
another
talking about Flashpoint?
Young trapped in the warden's office.
No, I'm talking about recent stuff. It just came out like 2024 and 2023.
Oh, are you still talking about movies or are you talking about comics?
Talking about movies.
Yeah.
Talking about the movies. Remember we talked about, one day I was talking about how good Crisis on Infinite Earths was? I was just talking about the art style.
Yeah.
That new look. And I was getting confused with Superman Man of Tomorrow. When he fights Lobo in that. That art style looks awesome. The animated...
Yeah.
It came out in 2020.
Superman. Yeah. I remember that movie. Yeah.
Like, the art style looks great. That's really... Like, dude, Lois Lane's hot in that one. She is. She is hot. But I like that animation style. It's clean. And also the action scenes are really good.
I think it was just better when it was in the art style of like Under the Red Hood and
Oh, okay, yeah. That is good. But the New 52 stuff, I don't like.
yeah, the animated movies that was based around the New 52 stuff.
They're okay. They're not bad. Don't kill me, people. Oh, that's really cool. Alex Ross art style is so cool.
Superman is too many abs in that one, but yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, he's pretty shiny.
He's pretty glossy looking, like he just got waxed down.
In that particular...
Oh man, look what Batman just had to do. He just had to
break down the Big Ben.
just do it for fun. He's just knocking down
I mean, not Big Ben, the Liberty Bell.
the Liberty Bell. I didn't even catch that you'd said Big Ben.
But, like, yeah, the Alex Ross art style, I love that art style. I think Superman should look like that. Kind of like a middle-aged man. An all-American man.
All American.
Like, dude, that's my favorite rendition of Superman. It's when he looks kind of like a... Yeah, I don't like him too young. I don't want him to be too handsome. I want him to be kind of like just a...
That's one thing the
country
movies
guy.
really like to do is really focus on
Making him a Calvin Klein model.
yeah, and they also really like to
He needs to be a humble man. A humble...
they like to recover origin stories.
Like, he looks like a country farmer. A big... Like farmer strength. Yeah, he's got farmer strength. That's what I like. I don't really need a macho man. Like, we don't need bodybuilder Superman. Like, don't get me wrong, Henry Cavill's great. But the thing that made... What's his name? Christopher Reeves? Yeah, the thing that made Christopher Reeves so iconic is that he wasn't super shredded. He was muscular. But he was, like, natural strength looking. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. He needs to have some muscles, but he doesn't need to be.
He doesn't need
to be young Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be a bodybuilder. I'm gonna change something up so that you can...
Let's talk about the events 3 weeks ago.
What was it letting me?
What did you think you'd achieve?
Oh no, now that we have it going. I don't know what you're trying to do. It's been 58 minutes.
I see that.
Oh, I was just gonna try and change it to where you can hear me outside of the outside of the headphones. That's why you have one ear to hear that, don't you?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna stop the recording right here.
This kind of question